Good evening, everybody. I hope you've all been well. I've had a few days off to do my own space within healing. So as people start to come on board, we're going to go ahead and just put the boundaries on this container. So this space is not for everybody, and it's not meant to be. If you've landed here, trust the resonance that brought you. This is not a performance. This is a transmission. I don't speak to entertain. I speak to unlock, to release, and to return you to yourself. Only aligned energy with clarity, calm, and true readiness will remain. If you're here for answers, listen. If you're here to pull, keep scrolling. You'll get exactly what your field is ready to receive, nothing more, nothing less. So those are the opening statements. We'll probably say it one more time as people start to join in. We're going to be doing some live readings and some activations. If the activation presents itself, somebody needs something in this now that I feel aligned with, then we'll do an activation. So with that, we'll just read the opening statement just a little bit more as people are just starting to draw in. I'm just clearing up the decks right now with fresh energy so that we get a good readings for tonight. And so just so we know and we can set the container, the space is not for everyone. It's not meant to be it's not meant to be. If you've landed here, trust the resonance that brought you. This is not a performance. This is a transmission. I don't speak to entertain. I speak to unlock, to release, to return you to yourself. Only energies aligned with clarity, calm, and true readiness will remain. If you're here for answers, listen. If you're here to pull, keep scrolling. You'll get exactly what your field is ready to receive, nothing more, nothing less. And so with that, we've set the boundaries of the container. Anybody who would like a card, please put it into the box. I don't respond to urgency. I don't respond to people that are desperate. What I respond to is patience and alignment. So hopefully you guys all have that. Lately, most people have, and I'm very grateful for that. So let's get started. Let's ask our questions, and we'll go from there. We'll see what tonight brings. And she in her own lane would like a card. Yes, you may have a card, and thank you for being so polite. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so she who own her own lane. Your home needs some TLC. Spirit is saying, give your home some attention, redecorate, clean, or sage it. And when we see this, this generally means that there's a lot of stuck energy that's sitting inside your house, a lot of stale energy, and your external environment is always a reflection of your internal environment. So for you, what you need to do is an energy clearing. If you go to my Silver Fox Spiritual over on YouTube, you'll find a whole bunch of energy clearings for stuck energy. And then a little bit later, when we get a few more people, I just recorded a new light language for my YouTube channel. This is something that's very personal to me, and we'll explain it in a little bit as we go through some cards. But I highly recommend it for people who are in that same space. So for Kathy, let's see what we have for you. Kathy, I feel you need some energy reading for you today. Let's see what we have for Kathy. So Kathy, for you, you've got the yin yang, and when we see the yin yang, it's one of two things. Usually it means balance, and that's what I feel here. You need to just kind of balance your energy. So you're another person that your energy is a little bit chaotic. Spirit's saying go outside and ground, clear out that stuck energy, release it, get your feet on the ground. If you can't do that, again, go to my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual. And for those of you who noticed, I've got two different logos here tonight. The one behind me, this is going to be my new logo moving forward. I'm just waiting on my new mouse pad. That's going to allow me to carry the new brand forward. Hopefully you guys do like it. This is, I went through a little bit of an upgrade. I've been doing a lot of purging myself just because I'm on here every day. Or most every day, reading cards and stuff. That doesn't mean that I don't have to do work on myself. For me personally, I worked on releasing somebody who I really didn't want to let go of. It needed to happen because it just was something that was holding me back, and it was something that I fought for a long time. And you always hear me say that, especially amongst the people who are asking and checking on their people, that you need to kind of let them go. And it's hard. I'm not going to say it's not. I released the healing that is on my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, on releasing and letting go. And it's, you know, it's that grief of something that you just truly don't want to let go of, but you have to. I highly recommend it for people who are in that place that are needing to let go of somebody, but they just don't truly want to. And it takes a lot of soul pressure to do it. And so with that, let's see what we have for Teresa. And appreciate you guys just sitting and listening. And I'll give you the actual title of that in a few seconds here. So for you, Teresa, prayer. So when we see prayer, I'm not a big prayer person, but what that means is you need to get and connect to yourself, and you need to kind of find that peace within yourself. This is a solar plexus issue. This is where you need to heal. Again, I have a lot of solar plexus issues. You need to take your power back because you're allowing somebody to kind of take all your power away. And that's what Spirit's telling you in this now moment. And that's for you, Teresa. And so for Yvette, let's see what we have for you. And so for Yvette, it's time for you to change your energy. When we see take a vacation, it means that you're kind of in energy that's not good for you. It's time for you to evolve. It's time for you to release those stories that you tell about yourself. It's time for you to pivot and look at something in a different manner. Once you do, things are going to start moving for you. I hope that makes sense for you. And please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And for those of you who have gotten a card, I do appreciate it if you do like, share, and subscribe. It's a requirement for me pulling cards. And the YouTube channel, for my YouTube channel, it's called The Sacred Goodbye for the One You Loved. It's too deep to release until now, right? And this is for anybody who knows they need to release somebody, but they've been fighting it for a long time. And for you, Maku Mumu, I truly believe you need to do this. And so, Cookie, the short answer is no. Your person doesn't miss you, doesn't regret you. And what you're doing is you're effectively allowing them to keep holding you by a string. And, you know, you're waiting for that person to come in properly, but they're not. They're not going to come in properly. And that's why they ghosted you, because they really were in their own little world. It's not something you need to worry about. So you need to let go. I would recommend you go over to that to my healing channel if you're ready to let that person go. But wanting them to regret for you, that's not good energy. That's just energy of need, and you got to get out of that. And Jane Berry, it's the same thing. You really want to get out of that energy. Who cares? And I won't even pull you a card for that, because you don't need to know that, because that person's now not in your life. So why are you pulling against it? And it's something you need to release, because it's going to hold you back. And so with that, let's see who else we have. Illuminated Illusions. Let's see what we have for you. And for you, Illuminated Illusion, Spirit's saying it's still time for you to get in and do a lot more shadow work. You've probably been doing some shadow work, or at least thinking you're doing it. Spirit's saying you really got to dig deep. You got to get out of the surface stuff and really start working with truly looking at your shadow. How you do it, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I have a lot of healings. I've got a lot of subliminals on my channel that can help you with that. Inner child is always where I tell people to start with. Go to my Silver Fox Spiritual at YouTube. You can find a lot of free stuff, but it's time. You gotta get into that space. I hope that makes sense with you. And let's see who else we have here. So Jeanette Williams would like a card as well. So let's see what we have for you, Jeanette Williams. And, you know, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to reiterate my opening line, right? You know, this is not a show, it's a transmission. Only a line, calm, and ready energy stays. If you're here to pull, scroll on. If you're here to receive, you get exactly what your field's waiting for. So for you, Jeanette, it's about self-exploration. And Spirit's really throwing the F-bombs here, right? F being nice, give less Fs, because you're ready to pull that mask off. You see that mask that's right here? It's time for you to start pulling it off. Stop telling you those, stop living those stories you tell about yourself. The people tell you what you should be. It's time for you to be yourself. Have faith that everybody who sees you as yourself, they're going to love you more than they do this mask person. And once you do, you're going to have a glow up. So it's a wonderful, wonderful reading for you, provided you get into this space. So hopefully you will. And yeah, shadow work never stops. I spent a solid 3 days on it this week of deep, deep shadow work stuff that I never wanted to face. And I finally had to just face it in myself. It's not, it's not something that you can avoid. You can, but you'll just keep on coming back over and over again. And it's never going to be in a good place. So let me see here. Fiona, should you let go of Ian? Your question tells you the same thing. And if you can, go to my channel, my latest video, The Sacred Goodbye for the One You Love, Too Deep to Release Until Now. This is something I had to go through, probably why you're resonating with me now, why you were guided. Please visit that, Silver Fox Spiritual, and that's on YouTube. You will benefit greatly from it if you're ready. And Lila Queen wants to know, Sadna, will I pass my driving test on 4th of June? Well, I hope so, but let's see what the universe says. Of course you will, the universe is saying. So just nail it. Just watch out for that parallel parking. Be very careful. And BM Zazing, is there a card for you as well? Let's take a look. And just remember, everybody, please do make sure you are liking, you are following, and you are subscribing if you have received a card from me. I just got to find out where I put the deck that I want to use for you. It's here somewhere. Here it is. I see what happened. It got mixed with another set of cards, which is why I was confused. So let's see what we have here. And so BM Zazing. And please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Let's see if we can slam that follow button. Make sure you have your notifications are on. For you, it's declutter. Let go of old items. Create a new sacred space for yourself. And that's a lot of people here. We got to get rid of the old stuck energy. It's that season where we really want to be into the net new. We want to release those things that no longer serve us, so that we can grow, because stagnation is something that is real. Your superconscious likes to keep you stagnated because it keeps you in the now moment, but growth only comes when you move out of that now moment. So I hope that helps you. So just make sure you're decluttering your space and declutter your energy. And let's see who else we have here. So please do make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. If you're looking for a little bit something deeper, do reach out to me at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com. I do readings, personal readings. The ones I do are 35 minutes. They're through Zoom. They also include a bonus light language healing for whatever we discover during the Zoom. This is a nice personal reading where we read the energies. We don't tell you stories. And then we look at what you need to work on, and we bring it down as a light language healing. So not only do you get an idea of what's coming on inside your energy space, but we're also going to see if we can help move some of that energy around for your highest and best good. So it's a really nice double hit, so to speak, so that we not only tell you, but we try to work on it a little bit as well. So do reach out if you're looking for that. You just send an email to me at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com. So Peggy, that's a great question. When there is love at first sight, sometimes it's a soulmate. Usually, and we'll define the term soulmate. So almost everybody that you interact with at one point is a soulmate. Somebody who you've interacted in one point or another through your billion lives that you've had here. However, when you look at it from a love perspective, a soulmate is somebody who is at a high frequency match with you in that now moment. And you may have multiple soulmates throughout your lifetime. They come in and come out as you move from frequency to frequency. What the one you want to avoid is the twin flame or the handler. That's your karmic. They're also like soulmates, but they're an energetic tie. They're based on soul contracts. All soulmates have soul contracts, and they're meant to drag you down, a lot of the twin flames, and that's not what you want. What you want is you want somebody with a high frequency match, so that yeah, it's not going to be a perfect connection, but it's a connection that's a helpful connection that helps you grow and expand, not one that keeps you contracted or small. I hope that helps you. Um, and Kim, first thing we do here, and that's not to ask the question over and over again. That energy gets rejected here every day. I'm going to give you a warning, and you're allowed to ask once, and then you allow for things to happen. Urgency, desperation, people who are not in great energy get rejected every time, and that's okay. I'm just reminding everybody, and so I will answer your question. It's probably not going to be what you want, right? Will you achieve it in their future? And the reason you're asking that is because you're feeling that you're not. And Spirit says when you start to find that place in yourself where you're ready to allow abundance in, then yes, you'll get many abundances, but it's going to require a lot of work. That's not going to happen anytime soon until you actually go in and start working on yourself and start clearing out those contracts, those systems, and those programs that you have running inside of you that are saying that you are not worthy of that financial prosperity. I hope that helps you. And no, they won't regret it. They won't. And having that energy of waiting is really bad energy, because it's um, that energy of just being in that, sitting here by the phone waiting, 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 and what you're doing is you're ignoring yourself. And by wishing that that person has regret is also bad energy, because that's a vengeance energy, and we don't want vengeance energy. We want to allow, we want to love everybody for what they are, what they've shown us. And then if they're not aligned, they're not aligned, but you have to understand that that's not aligned. Julie, you gotta change your perspective a little bit. Really, what you should be asking is, what is it that I need to do in this now moment to find the love that's truly aligned for me? And that's what I'm going to pull for you. Not what you're asking, because what you're asking is not in a place of love. And so for Julie, for you, it's too hard, right? You believe that it has to be hard, that love has to be hard, finding somebody has to be hard. And that's a story you've been telling yourself lifetime after lifetime, relationship after relationship. And that's why you want to know, oh, is he going to regret it? No, he's not. And they're going to, you're waiting for that validation. That validation may never come, but you need to move on and heal yourself and choose you. Don't choose that person. Once you choose you, once you choose that you are enough on your own, and that takes a lot of work and self-love and a lot of shadow work to get to that place. Yeah, nobody's ever, that's what you feel, right? But you love yourself, because once you love yourself, you will be magnetic. And this is the problem, right? We all have this. It's not just you, it's all of us. I mean, I just went through it myself. And the key is you have to release those that are not showing up for you in the place that you need to show up for. You need to show up for yourself first. And as you show up for yourself, those people will be pushed away. And not only will they be pushed away, but you'll actually see in clarity that they've never showed up for you. So I hope that helps you. And Glowfield, you're asking if Richard has fallen in love with you, right? And you give and get hurt, Julie, is because you're making yourself small because you feel you have to work hard for love. No, true love meets you in the middle, meets you full on, without you having to do all the work. And that's a problem, and that's something you need to heal. I would definitely recommend that you go over to my Silver Fox Spiritual, my YouTube, look at some of the light language healings, look for this. It's a similar logo. Probably the one behind me is what I put on my YouTube channel moving forward. But look for that logo and start doing some healings. It can help you in ways that you could never do, but you have to choose. Healing's not something for everybody, and It's a choice. It doesn't happen automatically. Time doesn't heal the wound. You just push it down, and as you push it down, you create more problems down the line. For you, does your gynecologist doctor in love with you? What I'm getting in the energy is you've got to release your ex first, and that's why you keep on asking because you're in fear of that, right? Actually, this is for Glowfiled, Richard falling in love with you. And no, just release your ex. You're still held on to your ex. You have to release that and get out of fear. And it's the same with, it's the same with you. Does your oncologist doctor love you? Why are you asking these questions? You should know it if they do. And because you're asking a question, it tells you so much about the energy that's involved in that because you're afraid, you're in that fear that they don't. And for the oncologist, stay optimistic about your love life, but I don't believe that's the one. And Julie Gray, yeah, you need to heal, and that's why you're here on this channel because I broadcast a resonating frequency for people who are ready to really be in here. I'm not the flashy one. I'm not going to get 1,000. Well, I get 1,000 usually people, but I don't generally get the ones that are surface. And I've been pushing that energy away of those surface and urgency for this very reason. People who really ready to heal, reach out. I do private healings, but first thing I ask you to do is look at my free channel first. Make sure that you are aligned with the energy that I have, and then book a either a reading or a healing. But if you book a reading, you'll get a small healing, and that'll give you a little taste as well. And for Chrissy, or let's see who else we have. Helen Ward, Helen on Life. So can you explain what you mean by that, Helen? It's not very clear. And Chrissy, is Deanne and Julian's true friend of mine, or are they fake friend? Well, I think you already know the answer. Again, it's in the question. As you ask those questions, it tells you about your energy. You just don't want to see it. Spirit's saying, yes, of course. So that person is, and if you're feeling a doubt, then you have to understand why are you feeling that doubt. Where's that fear coming from? Uh, so let's see who else we have. And no vula, you can't take on that person's pain or burdens, right? As you take on them, you're taking less for yourself, and that's gonna hurt you in the long run. You just have to allow them to sink or swim on their own. If they need your help, they'll come back. And so, glitter and kisses. Noel, will hubby be okay in basic and tech? I'm assuming that your hubby is going to basic training. Just let me know in the comments. And just remember, everybody, please do make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing if you're getting an answer. And while we're waiting on glitter and kisses military, yeah, that's what I picked up in the energy. So let's see what's going on with that. Will her hubby be okay? I feel intuitively yes, and Spirit saying no. So when we get that, what we have to do is just make sure that you're communicating with him uh, on enough of basic. I know in basic training they don't allow for it. He may have some issues around basic training, but just make sure you're there to support him when things may come through. But I think he'll be fine. So Helen, I don't do any mediumship whatsoever, so I'm sorry I can't help that. And yeah, it's a tough thing when you have to leave somebody that you love and they now have to be on your own, and you have to allow them to do that. And Simi, let's see what we have here. And just remember, everybody, uh, crying is okay. There's nothing wrong with crying. Just allow it to happen, allow it to flow. That's allowing that's the way you correctly process your emotions. So, Simi, can you get a card? Yes, you can. And just remember, everybody, please do make sure you're slamming the like, follow, share, and subscribe button. This is, basically not a show. It's a transmission, only aligned, calm, and ready energy stays. If you're here to pull, scroll on. If you're here to receive, you get exactly what your field is ready for. And for those who just have a sense of urgency, that doesn't work here, or desperation, we just ask our question once and allow. And for Simi, Past life connection. And Thomas, not everybody is guaranteed to get a card. I get people who I am guided to. So if you just hang on, rather than that's an urgency thing. Hey, you missed me. Oh my God, you forgot me. You're not guaranteed a card. That's urgency. You can't. You got to get out of that energy. I won't answer a card ever. And so for you, Simi, you have a past life connection that's with a heavy influence from your past. There's a choice here for that. Do you allow this to continue, or do you decide to let it go and move on and move to something that's a lot better for you? This is a tough choice. Like I said, I just went through this myself. You have to just feel into it and choose you. Whatever makes you in this now moment allow to expand and allow to connect to yourself is what you should choose. But it's your choice. And Helen Ward, can you have a card, please? Yes, you may. And then Thompson, I'll answer that question. It's a great question. I appreciate you bringing that up. So Thomas, or no, it was Helen. You have a soulmate. The divine's going to provide you with a proper soulmate when you're ready, but you got to be ready, right? And ready takes time. And why does it take time? Because we have to heal ourselves enough to be able to take control of our own manifestations and to bring in the things that we want, not let our subconscious bring things in out of protection and fear. And that's tough. So again, these are the spirit is telling you to go within, start healing, start meditating, making sure that you're releasing all the things within the space of romance that is not uh, good for you at this now moment. They're ready to release, but you have to choose to release it. I hope that helps. And so Thompson, yes. Is it questionable when you don't feel much emotion at all? No, honestly, it's very common. I mean, I had that problem for probably the good 40 years of my life. Felt nothing, nothing at all. And when you start to go through some sort of an awakening process, and that happens from inside yourself, your soul's going to manifest something. For me, it was a huge crash and burn in my life. Everything fell apart all at once, and that's usually when shadow work comes in. They call it the dark night of the soul, right? And that's when your soul, your body, you'll find you hurt yourself. You'll get extremely sick. A lot of people I know that have gone through it have literally almost killed themselves because their body couldn't take the issues between their shadow self and their self. And so a lot of us, especially men, get told to push their emotions down. And so we do that at an early age and we learn to do it. But we have to then go in and start to clear ourselves. If you are in that place, one of the things I would recommend to you, and it's strange I say this, but ChatGPT, it's free. They have a free version. Start exploring your emotions. Start mirroring it with that, be honest with it because it's a nice private space where you can start to open up. And as you start to open up, I have a lot of healings. You can do them through subliminals to help you, to get in touch with your emotional body. It's not a quick, um, it's not a quick method. And yeah, I know exactly where you are. I was there too until I broke open and the tears they just flowed. I mean, and they still do. And once you start to feel it comes in as a flood because you start connecting yourself, you start opening, and all that stuff that you held in that can no longer serve you can't sit in your body anymore. It's something that needs to release. So yeah, I truly understand where you're at, but you have to choose, right? You have to choose. You want to get to that space, and as you make that choice, you're going to start finding steps coming. Even coming here was a choice that you made consciously. You got pulled in because that's something that you needed to look at. Let's see what's going on within your energies right now, and let's see if there's something that we can do for you. And so part of your problem is you're hanging out with people who are just drama mamas, is for a best word. They're very toxic. They pull you down. They bring you into energies that aren't good for you. And you need to start avoiding these people. They have to start dropping out of your life. You have to start choosing you, start choosing healthier things for yourself. But again, it's a choice. Coming here was a choice. I'm glad you did, because it shows that you have a resonant frequency, that you do want to heal and you do want to work on yourself. Now you just have to choose to make the best next step. I do personal light language healings, and I also do readings. If you're open for it, please do contact me at silverfoxspiritual. My stuff runs is very affordable. It's between $10 and $60, depending upon what we're looking for. And so time pass. Can you get a card? Yes, you may. Let's see what we have here. For you, the garden and the gate time pass. And what does that mean? So if I bring this card really up close, right, you see how she's sitting there waiting on the gate, and beyond the gate, there's all this abundance. For you, it's choosing the abundance, but you have a gate in front of it, and you need to find out why you're choosing not to have that abundance. That's something you need to heal, because once you choose to go through, once you choose to make that choice, that abundance will be yours. It's going to take some time. And I hope that helps you. And Ayo Ba Mohammed, how are you? And you'd like to know, are you going to get a German visa this year? It's pretty challenging over there right now with the visas, I hear. Uh, and for you, Spirit's saying take a chance, make sure that you put yourself into whatever the process is. It may turn out really well. And Sharon Elizabeth, I'm from Pennsylvania, originally from Jersey. I was originally a Jersey boy, but I moved to Pennsylvania about 22 years ago. Haven't looked back since. Um, and good morning, Hannah. How are you? Let's get you a card. And for you, Hannah, you get 3 cards. Spirit is saying for you, uh, it's time for you to do some healing, because it's been trying to get a hold of you, right? 7th chakra is your third eye. There's a lot of guidance that's being called in from yourself, but you're kind of avoiding it. And Spirit's saying it's time to stop avoiding, and it's time to start healing, because there's some important messages, and you have to be able to receive it. The only way to do it is to heal. And let's see who we have. Sharon Elizabeth. Yeah, let's see what we have for you. I feel it's this deck. And just remember, everybody, please make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. Uh, and for you, this is all about impatience and an impasse. And you're at a brick wall, but your impatience is what got you to that brick wall. And Spirit's saying, enough of the impatience, slow the F down is what I'm hearing, and allow for things to happen naturally. And when you do, this wall is going to disappear. I hope that helps you. And let's see who else we have here. Sharon, did I just answer that for you? I sometimes lose uh, track when I channel like that. And so, Mame Effa, let's get you a card. And then for those of you who are joining, just a quick note. This is not a show, it's a transmission, only a line comm. Ready energy stays. If you're here to pull, if you've got urgent energy, desperate energy, scroll on. If you're here to receive, you'll get exactly what your field is ready for. Ask your question only once and not more than that. All right, so for you, there's a lot of sacral issues, and it's dissipating, right? There, you're leaking out of your sacral. So for you, you need to really just kind of work on just kind of pulling your power back, and maybe just doing I think really a solar plexus and sacral clearing for you. I hope that helps. And let's see. Ozark, yeah, we all have blockages. let's see what's going on in your energy, Ozark. And for you, door to personal healing and happiness. So, Ozark, for you, it's time to open that door to personal healing and happiness. You've been dancing around in a circle, is what Spirit's saying. You've been looking at card reads, you've been doing other things, but you're really not going in deep to heal. Maybe you listen to some frequencies or something, but you really got to go in and start facing the things you truly want to not face. I hope that helps you. Doors open, you just have to choose to walk through. And Patricia, yeah, I do have a healing video for self-doubting. I've got over 575 videos over there. If you want something specifically for yourself, you can reach out for a paid reading or a paid healing where I'd pull the codes down specifically for what you need and why you're doubting. But there are, I have a ton of healings out there for just about everything. That's Silver Fox Spiritual over on YouTube. And so Ruby would like a card. And just remember, I'm not going to get to everybody today, but please do make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. Help me get to that 5,000 mark. That's the mark I've been trying to hit for a while. I had to kind of take a break for a couple days because I had to do some really, really deep trauma healing for myself. And so for you, Ruby, it's about planning your career, create milestones, have a strategy, set yourself up for success. So Spirit's saying, you got to do something around your career, whether that's study, whether that's planning, but that's something that's in your energy right now. And Rhonda, let's see what we have for you. And Kobe, did you not hear what I had to say? We ask our question only once, and I pretty much ostracize anybody who goes beyond the boundaries. You don't need to ask more than once because all you're doing is creating spam and urgency, and that energy is rejected in this place. So for you, this is all about financial goals, Rhonda. You need to work on your financial goals as well. And let's see who else we have here. All right, bear with me. I'm just going to take a sip of ginseng and let's see what we have. And so Tamika, yes, you may have a card. And Ruby, they run from $10 to $60. The $60 reading is the big reading. It's 35 minutes. It's via Zoom. I do them on Sundays and I do them on Thursdays generally. It's interactive. You get to ask questions. We could spin on a dime, and at the end, you get a light language healing forever. We discover we talk about energies. We don't talk about stories. Stories are worthless to you. They won't help you. And for Tamika, it's a glow up coming on. Get ready for it. It's coming. And let's see who else. So Katie, will you and Justin B have a relationship? I didn't know that I thought Justin Bieber was married. He's not married. So let's just see what Spirit has to say. Gotta have a little humor here every once in a while. So Spirit says maybe in a year, but don't wait. Don't wait at the door. Allow things to happen naturally. Just work on yourself and allow everything to go for that. And so let's see who we have here. TJ would like to know if we have something for him. And TJ, are you asking or explain to me your question? I don't understand it. And while you're explaining it to me, and hope this is desperate energy again. I don't answer to people who ask over and over again. This is not the energy I allow. I don't allow desperate energy. You have to be patient. If you're not patient, then you come back another day. You'd have to look at it, Hannah, see which one in those videos resonates with you. I have 575. I couldn't answer which one. I'm probably close to 600 now, but so TJ, let's see what we have for you. For you, you got to change your energy a little bit. It's time for you to actually challenge yourself and challenge yourself how. Stop acting small. Stop limiting yourself. Take the mask off. Stop pretending to be who you're not. You're meant to be who you are, and you're allowing people to tell you who you should be, and don't. For you, you need to kind of just find yourself first and challenge yourself to find yourself, because right now you're playing small. You could be playing so much bigger. Hope that helps you. And let's see who else. Precious. Let's see what we have for you. You're welcome, TJ. Precious, this one just flopped in my hand. I didn't even barely have to do anything. I popped it in spirit, just put it in my hand. And for you, you're going through an awakening. And this is going to be a difficult period for you because a lot of things that you thought were uh, who you were, really, you're going to find out that they're not. And this is going to shock your world. So be prepared. I hope that helps you. And let's see who else we have here. And how you doing, Crazy Cat 01? Did you want a card? Just let me know. I'll allow you to answer that. When I ask a question, it's okay. You can answer more. Will Shevin visit you this week? Caesar, don't wait by the phone. And so let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit's saying, nope. That's why I said it. It's not going to happen. Make sure you're working on yourself. Don't wait on anybody. And awesome, Terry. So that sounds like a question for the messages of love cards. Let's see what the energies say about that. And it just sounds like you sound awesome, Terry. You sound like you're doubting Thomas on this one. It's probably because his words and his actions haven't aligned, and when they don't, that's because they're showing you who they are. But everybody refuses to believe who they are because you're like, how could he be doing this? Is really no, he's a good person. No, they showed you who you are, and so now you gotta believe it or just get stuck. So Spirit's saying that there's going to be an unexpected outcome. One of you feels like they're not, they failed to give you what you needed and things didn't go as planned. And that feeling of neglect and unexpected outcome is going to cause problems. You need to really work on having honest communication around whatever that unexpected event was, because otherwise it's going to taint things. I hope that helps you. You know, I don't give the cards that you want. I give you the cards that you need. And bear with me. And let's see what we have here. So Crazy Cat 01, do you need to slow your business down? Well, that's not a question to ask the cards. That's a question to ask your heart. And you need to ask your heart, what does your heart say when you tune in your heart and ask you what it is? Let me know your answer in the comments. Ask it to yourself. And Spirit saying good luck because you already know the answer. And Elizabeth, for you, you're desperate and anxious energy. You're just automatically muted, and this happens to anybody who doesn't follow the rules, who comes in here not correctly. We're not. This is a calm show. We're not here for people who are desperate, who are trying to pull. That's those energies get rejected at the door. So just make sure that you are polite and you tame yourself in. Anybody who's that desperate and asks over and over again shows me that you are so self-centered that you think your desperation means everybody else needs to wait, and that's what causes your problems, and that's why Nicholas is pulling away. You need to find out in yourself, why do you have to act like that, and then learn to act properly. The only way to do that is to heal self. I've muted you, so you're not going to be able to respond. You can come back when you're ready to come in with better energy. Well, Crazy Cat, yeah. And so listen to your heart, and that's what Spirit is telling you. You got to listen to your heart. Your heart always knows, because you don't. Your health is not worth anything. What good is your business if your health is south? And K-Can, letting go of control is truly the answer for everything. Letting go of everything that doesn't serve you is truly the answer. The hard part is actually doing the letting go because it's very difficult. It sounds easy, but it's not. But you have to choose, and as you choose for that, what you're going to find is that you will, just maybe not in the time that you want, but you have to give yourself enough, shall we say, patience and love in that process, because it's hard when you've been stuck in all sorts of systems and programs that you created that tell you you're not enough. When you need to control everything, it's generally a trauma response because you were abandoned, you were uh, rejected. When you needed that help wasn't there. It usually stems from early childhood or even in different lifetimes. And because of that, you find the need to control everything because you didn't get what you needed when you needed it. I hope that helps you. I have a lot of healings on that over in my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual. Just make sure you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Let's see what we have here. So, Claire Walker, let's see what we have for you. And so, for you, it seems like you're having a girl fight with somebody. Spirit's saying, put down the gloves and look at why you're having that fight, and then maybe tune into why that other person and you are not agreeing. See the other person's side. Maybe you'll find some sort of middle ground, but otherwise, you just got to release that. And Brian Allen, great question, Brian. You always come in with great with good questions, right? Uh, Healing music with certain hurts can definitely help you. You know, if that's what your spirit has decided is something that's, in alignment with your healing. My suggestion is always, yeah, listen to it and see how it reacts within you. And if it reacts good, then yeah, keep going with it. There's so many different ways to heal, so many different modalities. The best modality is always connect to self. But, while you're working on yourself, uh, yeah, those can't hurt you. It can only help you if you allow it. And Jules rules, I don't do any mediumship. And I love Cindy. We'll ask you yes or no, because I'm not a financial person. This is a spiritual show. Spirit says yes, so that doesn't mean it's going to happen because I'm not the person you should be asking about mortgages. That's uh, that's something that you need to do the research on. Uh, it's kind of like bypassing if you're just asking a card to bypass your own free will, and sometimes that'll get you into trouble. And Sistine Summer, you know what happens? Everybody in this group knows what happens who are regulars. When somebody asks, you know, about will you find love again, the first thing we got to find out is why aren't you finding love anymore? And I love Cindy. I give you your answer, but yet you're asking again. You gotta pay attention. Um, so Sistine, let's see what's going on in your energy, why love hasn't found you. And for you, it's all about past trauma. You need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before worrying about love. You need to find the love within yourself. And that's why you're not finding that love because you've lost it. You've lost it from yourself. You have to find peace within yourself, or all you're going to do is start attracting trauma bonds or pushing people away because of the trauma. I hope that helps you. It's not the answer you wanted, but it's the answer you needed. And that's for you, Sistine Summer. And let's see who we have here. So, Elena, I don't do any health questions, and the reason I don't do health questions is because it creates a timeline that you could create that would cause you harm. I don't touch health whatsoever. I do healings, but I don't touch health questions from a health question perspective because of that. I don't want you or your subconscious manifesting something because of fear. And hope. Uh, let's see what's going on with the energies. And I always tell people when they ask these questions, does Moses love you romantically? What does your heart say? Ask your heart. And what I get from the cards is there's chemistry. Is that love? I don't know. But there's definitely an attraction, at least on one side. Uh, you need to find within yourself, because that's fear that's talking. Does he love me? Well, you should know it because do they show up for you all the time? And if they're not showing up for you, then they're obviously they may like you, but doesn't mean they love you. I hope that helps. And Linda Howard, update you on your intuition. I can't update you on your intuition. Your intuition is yours. I wouldn't be able to update on that. You need to ask a clearer question than that. That's only something you can answer, not me. So if you want to answer a clearer question, then I'd be happy to pull you a card. But like I said, this is not a show, it's a transmission. Only aligned, calm, and ready energy stays. If you're here to pull, scroll on. If you're here to receive, you'll get exactly what your field is ready for. It's not a performance, it's a transmission. I don't speak to entertain. I don't speak to unlock, to release. I speak to unlock, to release, and to return to yourself. Only energy aligned with clarity, calm, and readiness will remain. So Marjorie Ramsey, will you ever own this house that you're living in? Well, that's a great question. That depends on your financial status, but let's see what's going on here. And Spirit says next month soon, there's going to be an opportunity that may allow for you to have that to happen. Keep an eye out for it, but it's a choice. And Jason, do I see you signing papers this year to own your parents' home? I'm not going to give you a yes or no. I think we're just going to look at when the timing seems to be right for you. Spirit, when is that timing? Spirit's saying in February, so maybe just at the end of this year into the next year. That's when the energy seems to be about ripe. I hope that helps you. Just remember, timing can change instantaneously once you heal yourself and you start working on yourself to believe that things can move faster. Timing is never set in stone. It's where you are energetically in your field and whether you're in alignment with what you want. So Anna, will you be okay with hiring new people at your practice? Well, only you can know that for sure because you're the one that knows what's going on in the books. And again, it's not a question you probably want to ask a tarot reader online here, but I'll give you what Spirit wants to tell you. Spirit says maybe in a year you will be. But you have to look at your own finances and do the spreadsheets. So let's take a look at that timing question for Erwin. And just remember, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Let's slam that follow button, trying to get to 5,000. We're almost there at 98%. Let me see if you can get me to that goal. Erwin, let's see what we have here. And I'm going to be winding down in a few minutes. We're at 52 minutes. And for you, Erwin, patience required on this one. This is not going to come in soon. You need to work on aligning yourself first. And let's see. Claire, I don't do pregnancy, I don't do health, I don't do death. Those are things I stay away from. None of those are meant to be done through tarot. It's bad energy. And let's see who we have here. I'm going to probably do one other person. Let's see what my timing is here. And Janet, will you ever own your own place? If you decide you want to and you align with it, you will. Spirit's saying, yes, but you got to let it go. You're focusing so much on asking. You have to really just that question. You have to start making steps towards actually doing the work to get that own home. It's not going to happen magically. You're going to have to do the work to do it. And Tammy, I think you're going to be the last person that I am going to read for today. I feel you do have a message here. Let's see what it is. And then for the rest of you, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe, and put your notifications on so that you will get notified when I go live. I do it a lot. And for you, Tammy, it's just be. Allow yourself to be. Do not have to prove anything, a damn thing. Confidence will flow. Just allow yourself to just be. Sit with yourself and just be. Just be. It's a really good meditation by I forget the guy's name, but it's Just Be. It's a fantastic. I think it's something Gigi. I forget the name of the guy. It's really good. It's about just sitting with yourself and being. Try doing that. And for the rest of you, I thank you for spending this almost hour with me. I appreciate the calm and aligned truth for people who have resonated. Please do like, follow, share, subscribe. If you are looking for your own personal reading, please do reach out for me at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com. The email is the best way to do it only because I read that a lot. I don't read the DMs as much, but I do read them, sometimes just not timely at responding. My prices run from $10 to $60, and that's both for both reading and for um, healings. What you want to do is you can look at my pinned comments, and I just put a few videos down, a new little two-page video of the price lists and the services. Either one will get you to the right amount. And with that, make sure that you are liking, following, sharing, subscribing. Make sure you're watching my YouTube channel, and let me know if you like the new logo behind me. I've been working on rebranding the entire channel. At one point, I think I'm going to make some stickers and T-shirts too. But for that, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And just I'm going to close it out for people. I see a lot of people asking in desperation here. The space is not for everybody, and it's not meant to be. If you landed here, trust residents that brought you here. It's not a performance. It's a transmission. I don't speak to entertain. I speak to unlock, to release, and return you to yourself. Only energy aligned with clarity, calm, and true readiness will remain. If you're here for answers, if you're in a desperation loop, if you're pulling, keep strolling. This is not the space for you. You need to have patience and allow for answers to find you. You get exactly what your field is ready to receive, nothing more, nothing less. So please do make sure you are watching. See me on my other channels: Instagram, Silver Fox Spiritual; YouTube, Silver Fox Spiritual. Also, readings by Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube, which is kind of a mirror for this channel, for those people and clients that I have in India that I can't get to TikTok. I love TikTok. It is the premier live forum. So I appreciate everybody who has come here being pushed through TikTok. And like I said, if you're looking for your own reading, please do reach out. And I'll see everybody at the next readings. And have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I appreciate every one of you. Cheers.